Good morning, friends. In the last lectures, we studied already theory parts about the design about the spur gears, and today I am starting problems related with the design about the spur gears. So, in the last lectures, we already we already discussed. So, what are the steps, important steps for the design of the gears? So, first steps, calculate deciding factor. So deciding factors is sigma. This is sigma p and yp or sigma g yg. So which is smaller? Product of the if the material is different, so that times calculate. This is if material for pinion and gear are different, then we can use these factors. This is first. And second, if material is same for pinion as well as gear, pinion is weaker. Why pinion is weaker? Because same torque acting on the here's the tangential force which is acting on the pinions, because the size of the gears is small as compared to size of the gears. Means size of the pinions is small as compared to the size of the gears. So that's why pinion becomes weaker as compared to gears. Next, third steps. So this is first steps. Second step, calculate or estimations of module, So next, third steps. So yes, estimations of the modules based on the beam strength or wear strength. Next, so after this estimations about the modules, this is known, M is known and dP is also known. Means after this. So next, third steps, calculate beam strength. After that, next steps. So this is third step, suppose. Fourth, calculate effective loads. Effective load. So after that, fifth step is the calculate wear strength. So that's why here's SB and SW both should be greater than effective loads. So this is effective load. Then you can say design is safe. Design is safe. So this is the design procedures for spur gears. Similar design procedures for this is the brief design procedures for helical gears and bevel gears. Only beam strength is different. Wear strength is because some of the slight changes in the formula, but this is the same procedures we have to follow for the design of the helical gears and design of the spur gears. So that's why today we will see first problems. So please note down first problems. So after that, due to limitations about the space, we have to erase that theory. It is required to design a spur gears. It is required to design spur gear with 20 degree full depth involute teeth. So this is the profile given based on the Levy's equation. Based on Levy's equation, the velocity factor is to be used. The velocity factor is to be used to account for dynamic load. To account for dynamic load. The pinion shaft is connected to the pinion shaft is to be connected with 10 kilowatt 1440 RPM motor with motor. The starting torque of the motor is the starting torque of the motor is 150% of the rated torque. Of the rated torque, the speed reductions is 4:1. So I think no necessary the speed the pinion as well as gears. The pinion as well as gear are made of carbon steel 48 sigma ut equal to 600 megapascal. The factor of safety can be taken as 1.5. The factor of safety can be taken as 1.5. Design the gears. In the gear and specify their dimensions and suggest suitable hardness for the gears. So this is given. So first we will extract, otherwise I will keep this is as it is, and after that we can solve these problems. So here's the pinion as well as gear is made of same material. The design is based on pinion. This is the first point. Second, now estimations of the modules. So for estimations of the modules, so I will, because we use more space. So M equal to, we request now Y, because this is the tooth form factors. So this is 0.154, now 0.912, because this is 20-degree full depth in all teeth. So that's why this is the tooth factors divided by number of the teeth. So this is TP. Assume minimum number of teeth for pinion, because design is based on pinions. Suppose this is 18. I decide this is 18. So that's why ZG equal to 4 into 18, this is equal to 72. Now YP equal to 0.912 divided by 18, YP equal to 1 minute. I am searching calci. I got it. So this is 0.912 divided by 18. So this is 103, and this is YP capital pi multiplied by so this is 0.324. Now next step, second step is the module. Module equal to 60 into 10 to the power 6 divided by pi in brackets kilowatt into CS multiplied by factor of safety divided by ZP NP CV B by M ratio sigma UT divided by 3 into Y, and this raised to 1/3. So that's why this is 60 into 10 to the power 6 divided by pi kilowatt 10 CS. So this CS equal to service factors 150%, and this is 1.5. Factor of safety also is given. The velocity factor is to be used to account for dynamic load. The velocity is connected with 10 kilowatt. So this is 1.5 factor of safety. All right. Now number of teeth for pinions 18, RPM 14, 40 RPMs. CV equal to CV, assume this is 3 divided by 3 plus V, and assume V equal to 5 meter per seconds. So that's why CV equal to 3 divided by 3.8. So that's why this is 3 divided by 3.8. B by M ratio, this is 10. This is 600 divided by 3, because this is given 600. Sigma UT. This is 300, and this is sigma UT divided by 3, 600 divided by 3, and capital Y equal to 0.324 raised to 1/3. M equal to, now calculations is very important. 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 1.5 divided by this pi divided by 18 divided by 1440 divided by 3 multiplied by 8 divided by 10 divided by 600 multiplied by 3 divided by 0.324, and this raised to 1/3 means near about 0.333. Otherwise directly we can calculate cube under root 68 point something so this value is near about 4.08. So m equal to, consider this is 5 mm and this dp equal to m into zp, so that's why 5 into 18 190. This is important. So after that, next steps, calculate PT. PT equal to 2mt divided by dp. So PT equal to 2mt. mt equal to 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by kilowatt divided by 2 pi n, and this dp equal to 190, because this is also important. So this is kilowatt equal to 10 kilowatt. So this is kilowatt equal to 10. Now putting 2 into 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 10, 120, and this is RPMs 1450. PT equal to 2 into 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 10 divided by 190 divided by 2 divided by pi divided by 1440. So this is equal to, or otherwise I will check once again, 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 10 to, sorry, this is only 90. Divided by, sit, 2 into 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 10 divided by 90 divided by 2 divided by pi 40. So this is equal to 1473 Newton. So that's why now effective loads, or this beam strength equal to what is formula? M into B into sigma B multiplied by Y. Shears B equal to B equal to 10 Ms means B equal to 50 mm, face width equal to. This is also important. So that's why beam strength equal to, this is 5, this is 50, this is 600 divided by 3, and this is 0.324. SB equal to beam strength. So this is 16,200 Newton. Next steps is calculations of effective loads. So in these problems, for the calculations of the effective loads, so we can calculate only effective loads. So that's why this is PT divided by CV. CS equal to. So here is, so after the modules, we should calculate here V equal to pi into dP into NP divided by 60,000. So because we previously assumed this V equal to, so that's why pi multiplied by 90 1440 divided by 60,000. So this is equal to 6.78 meter per second. So that's why CV equal to 3 divided by 3 plus V means 3 divided by 3 plus 6.78, because we assumed that V is the 5 meter per seconds. So this is CV equal to 0.3065. Now I think you understanding how the design of the gears. So that's why effective load equal to CS equal to 1.5, PT equal to 1473, CV equal to, by putting all values, so effective load equal to. So this is the third important steps. Second, beam strength. First is the modules. 1 divided by answers multiplied 1.5. So this is 7207 newtons. This is the this is also now beam strength. This should be effective loads. So that's why beam strength equal to effective loads multiplied by factor of safety. So factor of safety, beam strength equal to how much? That is 16,200 divided by. So if this is greater than, factor of safety is 1. So that's why design is, you can say design is safe. So that's why here design is safe. Factor of safety equal to 2.24 means design is safe. So here's design is safe. Now last part, their dimensions and suggest the suitable hardness for the gears. So because wear strength, this is equal to dP BQ/K. So this is the formula, and here's V means wear strength. This is equal to effective loads multiplied by factor of safety. So this effective load equal to 7207 and factor of safety is given 1.5. So here this is no need of this, because we knows This data is important. And Q equal to 2 into Zg divided by Zg plus Zp. So this is near about 1.6. So this is Zg equal to 72. 18 multiplied by 4, because gear ratio is 4, right? 72 plus 18, Q equal to divided by 90. This is 1.6. Generally this ratio is 1.6. Now K equal to, so that's why now put wear strength in these equations. Wear strength equal to dP B Q K. So wear strength equal to, so this is this value, $7,202 multiplied by 1.5. 10803. dP, this is 90, B equal to 50, Q equal to 1.6, and because this material is the steels, and for steels, when the steels, so K equal to 0.16 in brackets BHN divided by 100 squares. So this is the formula. So that's why this is divided by 90 divided by 50 divided by 1.6 divided by 0.16. This is equal to BHN .377. So that's why by taking under root, so this is BHN divided by under root 9.377. So this is 3.062. So that's why BHN equal to 306.22. So this is your required answers. I think you understand these first problems. So this is your, try to understand. The opinion as well as the factor of safety can be taken as design the gears. Design the gears means we have to estimations above the module and this beam and pitch circle diameters. These are the important dimensions above the pinions, and as well as gears means dP equal to pitch circle diameter above the pinions. So this is only for the checking purpose, whether because this design is based on the assumptions. We assumed here CV equal to 3 divided by 6 and V equal to pitch line velocity, that is 5 meter per second. So that's why we have to calculate this effective loads, and we have to check whether the design is safe or not. So that's why we calculated this PT, and we check this is SB beam strain, and if this effective loads, after that we calculated effective loads, and this effective loads is less than this beam strength. So that's why this is design is safe. So means design is safe. So after the design is safe, we can calculate the what is the hardness above the gears. So by using these relations, so this is the hardness above the gears. This is the complete problems. So in the next problems, so I will write this theory bit descriptive of the theory about the problems in the right hand side, and we will use this space for data, so that we will get more space to solve the problems. So it is required to design a pair of spur gears with 20-degree full depth involute teeth, consisting of 20 teeth. So in these problems, number of the teeth that is directly given 20 teeth. Pinion meshing with gear with a 50 teeth gear. So in the last problems, number of teeth is not given, so that's why that we assume. Now in these problems, this is given. The pinion shaft is connected with to a kilowatt 1450 electric motor. The starting torque can be taken as 150% of the rated torque. The material for the pinions, is plain carbon steel. Sigma UT 410. While the gear is made of gray cast iron FG 200, sigma UT equal to 200 megapascals. The factor of safety is 1.5. Design the gears. Design the gear. Based on Lewis equation and using velocity factor for the account for the dynamic load. So first we'll extract what is given data. It is required to design a spur gears 20 full depth involute teeth. So this is full depth. ZP 20, ZG equal to 50. Kilowatt 22.5. NP 1450. So this is starting torque 150%, means CS equal to 1.5, and this is sigma UT for pinion 410 and sigma UT for gear, this is 200. Factor of safety 1.5. So this much is the data. Design the gears. So this is complete problem, because so here's both materials are different. So we'll calculate first YP, and this is because deciding factors we require this. So YP equal to 0.154, 0.912 divided by ZP. So YP equal to this number of teeth for pinions is given 20. YP equal to this is 1084. Similarly calculate YZ, only change of here's instead of the ZP, this is ZG 1.54, ZG equal to 50, YZ equal to so this is 13576. Now sigma B for pinions, sigma B for sigma UP, and this is the ultimate tensile stress divided by 3, 410 divided by 3. So this is sigma B P equal to 136.66. Similarly for gears, this is 200 divided by 3, 66.66. Now so after that, deciding factors, sigma BP multiplied by YP. This is 136.66 multiplied by YP 1084. This is 14.81. Similarly, 66.66 multiplied by this is 9.04. So that's why design is based on gear. Product of sigma BC YZ is less than sigma BP multiplied by YP. Design is based on gear. Right? So that's why gear ratio equal to 50 number of teeth. This is 50 divided by 18 or this is 20 given. So this is 2.5. So that's why velocity ratio equal to NP divided by NG, and this is because this is velocity ratio. So this is 2.5. So that's why NG equal to NP equal to 1450. This is 580. NG equal to 580. Because why this RPM is important? Because design is based on the gears. Now, because we know RPMs, but still we don't know module. So we require CV equal to, again can we calculate, because my DP unknown. So that's why here's the velocity is unknown, at this stage. So assume V equal to 5 meter per seconds and CV equal to 3 divided by 3 plus V. So that's why this is 3 divided by 3 plus V means 5, 3 by 8. Now M equal to first bit module. M equal to 60 into 10 to the power 6 divided by pi CS into kilowatt multiplied by factor of safety and divided by. Now, so here's design may be based on the gears and design may be based on the pinions. You have to consider this is DP only. No, this is correct because this is ZG, NG because this ratio is important. CV, B by M, and this is capital Y. So capital Y is unknown. So capital Y This is yg. Pi into yg. So pi 0.13576. Now m equal to 60 into 10 to the power 6. CS 1.5. This is 22.5. Factor of safety 1.5. ZG, this is 50. NG 580. CV 3 by 8. So that's why here I am multiplied by 3 by 8. B by M means this is 10. This is 200 divided by 3. So we already calculated that. 66.66. And this is 0.4650 raised to 1/3. So m equal to what? So we'll go step by step. 60 into 10 to the power 6 divided by pi multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 22.5 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 8 divided by 80 divided by 580 divided by 3 divided by 10 divided by 66.66 divided by 42650. 83.35. 83.35. So then directly I will 0.33. So this is 83.55. 4 point m equal means 4.37. Once again I will check because my answer is different. 1.5 multiplied by 22.5 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 8 60 into 10 to the power 6 divided by pi divided by 50 divided by 580 divided by 3 divided by 10 So this value is 6.38. So then 78. 6.78. So that's why module this is 7 mm. So this is second choice. Now M is 7 mm, ZP 20, ZG, sorry, this is 50, B equal to 70 mm, DP equal to 7 into 20, 140 mm. So this DP, pitch circle diameter for pinions, this is important. Now V equal to pi dP NP. So you can calculate pi dP, dg or ng and divided by, so both are same. Otherwise you may be confused here because design is based on gears, but this product remains same. So this is 10.62 meter per seconds. So when the pitch line velocity is greater than 10, so that times CV equal to 6 divided by 6 plus V. So that's why I change this is now 10.62 plus 6, 1 divided by answers multiplied by 6. This is 0.3608. Now CV is known. So what is to be calculated now? Estimations over the model. Second bit, beam strength. So because this is only design, so here we will calculate beam strength, and for the calculations about the wear strength, that is not given. So only we will check beam strength, because wear strength no necessary if the beam strength is greater. So this is SP equal to DP B Q, no sorry, M B sigma B and this is Y. Right. So that's why beam strength equal to, so this is 70, this is 200 divided by 3, and this is multiplied by pi. So this 0.42, this is capital 650. So beam strength equal to 13 newtons. Now if this beam strength is greater than effective loads, so that's why we'll calculate effective load. So effective load equal to, what is formula? CS into PT divided by CV. So we require PT. So PT equal to 2MT divided by DP. MT 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by kilowatt divided by RPMs, this kilowatt 22.5, and this DP, pitch circle diameter for pinions, 140. PT equal to how much? 2 into 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 22.5 divided by 140 divided by 2 divided by pi divided by 1450. So this is PT equal to 2116.8 Newton, right? So this effective loads equal to CS equal to 1.5 multiplied by CV equal to CV. So this CV we already calculated, this is 0.3608 multiplied by 1.5 divided by this is equal to, means design is safe, beam strength is greater than effective loads, design is safe. So this is complete solution, and the final parameters above the, so that is M equal to 7 mm, number of the teeth 20, ZG 50, face width equal to 70 mm, and pitch circle diameters that is 140 mm. These are the important dimensions above the pinions as well as gears. So I think you understand problems related with the design above the spur gears, but still we will see some of the problems related with the design above the spur gears. So after that you can start, means I will conduct 1 or 2 lectures that is done on the design above the spur gears. So that's why today I will stop and we will continue remaining problems about the design above the spur gears. So in this problems, this is the first type of the problems. So according to the given data, design above the gears. Now second type of the problems, and here by using same materials, and if the materials is different, so the such type of the 2 different type of the problems I already taken. Now third type of the problems means when the center distance is given, and fourth type of the problems means when the gears is available means dimensions above the gears that are available, and only calculations about the how much is the power capacity, transmissions capacity of the gears, that is to be calculated. So that we will see in the next class. So that's why today I stop here, and we will continue remaining portion in the next class. Thank you.